I wanted an insulated water bottle, but with some size. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, if you watch my channel, you know that I actually picked up an Arctic tumbler, and I think it was 30 ounces. It was big, and I love it. I use it almost every day. One, it keeps my drinks cold, but then it also keeps some of my drinks hot, and it's huge, and it was so inexpensive that I thought that Arctic lived up to its little slogan here, overbuilt, not overpriced, and I would say that that is legit. So I picked this up. It's actually their beach colored 36-ounce bottle, and what was exciting about this is that I think it's also this vacuum insulated water bottle. It's got this nice painted finish on the outside, stainless steel. It's got a little weight to it. It's got the Arctic sticker, but the Arctic debossed logo in the bottom there. It has a screw on top, and this thing is a massive 36 ounces. And that's really the most important thing, because I actually went golfing. It was a super hot day. I took a large Nalgene water bottle of water, and one, the ice melted very quickly, and two, it wasn't as big as I wanted. And so this 36 ouncer here is going to hold more water for me, or more of any beverage for that matter, and it's going to keep it cold or hot. Let's say you're using this in winter, going ice fishing, than pretty much anything else. Now you can see the stainless steel is exposed right up there. We have this large polymer or plastic handle here, so you can carry it like this by just screwing it in. This thing is actually pretty robust. You can see the bottom here. There is a rubber ring right here to make sure that it's airtight. And then inside, you can see that the wall here is very thick, and that's what gives it that insulating effect. So 36 ounces, that is pretty awesome. Now, of course, even though I'm a trusting guy, I always trust and verify, and one of the things that I'm going to do here is try out this bottle. So let's get it filled up, see how it works. Okay, so I'm going to test this Arctic with hot water. We're actually going to do the reverse test. So I've been boiling up this water here. Ooh, it's hot. And I'm going to fill up the water bottle here. And that's about as full as I feel like I can make it without maybe flooding it. So I'm just below the brim there. And this is pretty hot water. Now I want to prove that to you. I do have my gun out here, 178, 180 degrees. So that is pretty warm. And now I'm just going to go ahead and cap this. Now, because this is indoors and room temperature in here is about, 70 degrees, I am actually going to cap this, and I'm going to let it simmer for quite a while. It's been 1 hour, so I am going to take off the top here. Actually, what I can tell you is I can't feel anything right here, but right here, I can actually feel it's a little warm, like right here on the stainless steel collar. It's not hot to the touch by any means, but it's a little warm, which is a good sign. So let's get this top off. So as promised, I took the top off of here, and I took my top off too. A little eye candy for the ladies. Listen, I can tell that this sucker is still steaming, and if we go in here, look at that. 177, 3 degrees in an hour. That is kind of crazy. That means we have had a ton of energy conservation. So I'm just gonna seal this back up, and we'll be back in another hour. Okay, another hour has passed. Feeling the collar here. It's the only place you can feel any heat, and it's still warm to the touch. Not a surprise. Let's open it up. Still steaming. Let's get a little reading here. What? Basically, the temperature of this thing has stayed virtually the same, which is pretty amazing after 2 hours. Oh man, it's still super hot, as you might expect. Now, this is probably not fair for a couple reasons. One, it's 70 plus degrees in here. It is a room temperature, and so it's not super cold. On top of that, I haven't been opening this up like you might if you were drinking it regularly. You're pouring yourself a glass of something. Now, I am going to accelerate this and start going extreme on the test. And that means we are going to put this not in a chilly environment, but a cold environment. So I'm just going to open up my freezer here and just stick this in here like that. This freezer is very cold. I keep it below freezing by a considerable margin, and I'm going to leave it in there for the next hour. Let's see how that does. 1 hour down, and I want to show you that my freezer is no joke. Look at that. I mean, that is cold, not just freezing, very cold. All right, let's grab the Arctic. Okay, I can tell you the outside of this is very, very chilly, and collar up here is pretty cold too. So, I'm pretty excited. I think the heat may have been lost on this water. Let's try it out. All right. Ooh. It's still steaming. Not sure if you can see that, but it is still steaming in there. And uncomfortably hot to put my hand on. All right. Let's give it the old thermometer test here. Dude, 172, basically 173. That is kind of crazy. That has been in a sub-zero freezer for the last hour, and that is still piping hot. Pretty awesome. Hey, these Arctics are awesome. They are a sweet deal. They are not very expensive. Obviously, this is going to be on the higher end of the price bracket for their products, but if you need to carry a lot of your drink, 36 ounces, keep it cold, or in this case, keep it hot, dude, I will not hesitate to recommend this. That's definitely impressive. This is going with me on my trip tomorrow. Hey, if you want to pick this up, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.